Hello and welcome to Creating Heaven on Earth Marriages. So today we are looking at marriage and sex. This is because a wrong term is being used when it comes to marriage and sex, and it has not helped the marriage institution. And the term is cheating. You see, there's nothing like cheating in marriage when it comes to sex. If you're a married person and you go and have sex with somebody who is not married to you, it is a sin and it is called adultery. You see, we cannot classify adultery as part of the cheating behaviors. No, because it has already been isolated, classified, and given a name by the Creator Himself. And so it is a sin, and the name of the sin is what? Adultery. You see, it's dangerous if we continue to use the wrong term, cheating, when it comes to marriage and sex. So these are the dangers of using the wrong term, cheating. You see, cheating has to do with only your partner. So you hear people say, my husband is cheating on me, my wife is cheating on me. So they don't see it beyond their partners. And already they know that my partner cannot do anything to me. Already they don't love their partners, they don't honor the union. So, what will make them try to change? Since it has to do with only their partner. So it rather encourages them because they are thinking there are no consequences because my partner cannot do anything to me. The second danger is that it pushes the other partner into it. I've read a lot of messages from both men and women. My husband is cheating on me. Can I also cheat? My wife is cheating on me. Can I also cheat? And that is what has pushed so many married women into this cheating thing. Okay, because it's like an eye for an eye. You are cheating, I also go to cheat. So it's a wrong term. And so it doesn't help. Because if it has to do with your partner, you can also go in. What can he do to you? Nothing to. The worst to this is a divorce. And anyone who is involved in such wrong act is already ready for a divorce. So a divorce will not shake him or her. The other aspect is that it has encouraged men to think that having several sexual partners is okay and that is acceptable by society. So you hear some men make bold statements like, I cannot be eating palm nut soup every day, which means they cannot have the same sexual partner or only their spouse as their sexual partner for life. So they have to go in for other women. They want to try every woman available to them. That's because we say it's only cheating. So they can continue to try different women. So these are the dangers. It doesn't help. It only pushes those who are involved in it to do more and others to join them because it's now an eye for an eye. When you use cheating, it's an eye for an eye. You do me, I do you. But the moment we begin to use the right term, which is adultery, when you say, my husband is committing adultery, you see, you are not part of the equation. You have gotten yourself out. It has nothing to do with you. And it quickly registers that it is a sin and it's against God. And God is watching him. He cannot hide from God. And that there are consequences to it. Because the wages of sin is death. And so these are the things that will help him to change, to repent, and to do right. Because you realize it has nothing to do with you. So let's begin to use the right term, adultery. The second part is that it will discourage the other partners from joining. Because you realize that when you also go on to do that, you are also committing a sin as an individual. It has nothing to do with your adulterous partner. You are also committing a sin and God is watching and you also be faced with the consequences. And so it will discourage their partners from joining. and also discourage most men from thinking that having several sex partners is okay. Having a wife and having so many side chicks is okay. They will stop and will not be hearing the statement like, I cannot be eating palm nut soup every day, because you will hide yourself because you know it's a sin, or reminded you it's a sin. So some men will no longer be bold to say, I cannot be eating palm nut soup every day. No, that statement, the first time I heard it, I was shocked. I said, what are they thinking? You want to be sinning and live in sin? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's like, no regrets. I just want to live in sin. So please, let's stop using the wrong term, cheating, and begin to use the right term, adultery, to bring the God factor in, to bring the fear of God in, for people to begin to think of the consequences of sin or sexual sin, the consequences of sexual sin. And this will help people change.